Hey everybody, it is the Phantom Haunter back with another cemetery review. And this cemetery review is on the Grandin Road 2012 Vincent Vampire Standing Prop. Now this was a Grandin Road prop sold in 2012. And he is pretty cool. We got him not too long ago at an estate sale and he was pretty beat up. Well, he wasn't like, his clothes are fine for the most part. I don't think they're that dirty or anything, which is pretty nice. It was mainly the head that was the problem. His head was messed up. It's still kind of slanted, you can see, but we fixed him up. He's a lot taller than he was before. If you saw my demo video, he is a lot shorter. He is taller now. So the modifications were done. Like I said in the description of the video, he is fixed up. I'm gonna see if I can get this head to reposition itself. No. So he's not the most durable, and I'll start with that first. I don't usually do durability, which I probably should, but he's not the most durable prop, right? Especially with old age. This one is standing pretty well for how old it is. We did have to fix it up with some PVC, which I'll show in a minute, but that wasn't that difficult. His head is kind of strapped, like it's like attached with zip ties and stuff because it kind of broke off. It's a foam head. The head is very detailed, which is why I'm doing this review outside so you can see the detail on it, but let me show that. The wrinkles, his mouth, his teeth are cool. The wrinkles on his eyebrows. His eyes are supposed to light up, but the wires are kind of messed up, so we're gonna have to fix that too. He actually has hair too. The hood is glued on. The hands, they're pretty plain, but I mean, the detail is fine. Like it's shaking. Please don't fall. The creases are nice. Like let me hold this guy so he doesn't fall over. That's something I want to mention. This guy will fall over with the slightest gust of wind. Right before I was about to start recording, like I set him up somewhere else, he just blew right over because the wind is because he's in a weird position, so the wind catches the cloak and stuff. As you can see, he's starting to lean backward. So he is not the sturdiest prop. I definitely recommend him in like a covered theme. On a porch, he should be fine. But like if you're putting him in a haunt, then I recommend a covered theme. I think that he's a cool prop, but you have to be careful how you use him, or he will break if he's like mistreated, which is the same with all props. Quality-wise, it's not the best. It is what it is. I'm just gonna rank all the things that I've talked about as quality, except for detail. Quality, I'd say I'd give it a 6. Unfortunately, I can't get any higher than that just because of the way it's designed and built. The base is like the base with the 4 things that come out and then the pole that goes straight up. For detail, I'd probably give it a 7. I think the detail is pretty nice on this one, and he's a pretty cool prop. I really like this guy. He is, with the modifications, about 6, like just over 6 feet, barely, maybe not even over, like just at 6 feet with the hood. His clothes are really nice. His clothes look cool. I don't know if I'm gonna do the mod, like the modifications. His purple tie is cool. Because, like, he looks cool how he is, and he would look cool with, like, the red velvety vest over and, like, the necklace with the ruby, but you could still do the necklace. I just don't know if I would do the necklace for this prop, or if I did, I don't know if I would do the velvety vest, because it kind of just takes away from the vintage of this prop, I feel like. Like, he looks very vintage. He looks like an old prop, and that's cool. He's about to fall over. I'm surprised he hasn't fallen over again. But he's really cool overall. Actually, something worth noting, the hands are plastic, and the head is styrofoam. Or foam, not styrofoam. His cape, pretty long cape, you know what, it's a basic Halloween cape, goes all the way around. The body, and this has some gauze and creepy cloth under here. Very basic clothing, but it does the effect pretty well, if I'm being completely honest here. He's pretty cool, and he looks pretty creepy in the right lighting. If you had him in a dark room and, like, the background or something, he would look very creepy. Not a scary prop, I'd say just a prop to creep out guests. Also, something kind of weird is, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this right eye is bigger than the left eye. Like, if I, like, look at the light on the left eye, and look at this. I don't know why that is. It doesn't matter that much. No one's gonna notice. But that's just something worth mentioning, I feel like. Overall, still a pretty cool prop, though. He doesn't have any animation. He doesn't, that's something I want to talk about, too. I may or may not make, like, a reindeer motor for this guy. I'm not sure. It would be cool, but I don't know how complicated it would be, so I'm not sure yet. He has an okay build for it. It wouldn't be that difficult, but once I learn how to do reindeer motors, I probably should be able to do that pretty easy for this one. It shouldn't be that difficult, I don't think. But if I did, he would just rock from side to side, or turn from side to side, not rock. Not going to do head movement or anything, just because that's kind of more difficult, especially with this one, especially because his head really isn't very stably attached. It's not sturdy at all. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of my review of this guy. I'd say overall, I'm gonna add a category. I'll say for vintage feel, like classic vintage Halloween, I'd say 8 or 9. He's really cool looking. He's a very vintage prop. If you can find him anywhere, I definitely recommend picking him up. I definitely recommend picking him up because he is very classic Halloween. If you're into collecting Halloween classic things, I know Aiden K, shout out to Aiden K, is doing a new series on his channel about classic vintage motionettes and old vintage Halloween props, so definitely check him out. Make sure to go subscribe and like his videos. And if you could subscribe to my channel too, I would appreciate it. But he's cool. He's awesome. He's very vintage. Overall, I'd say 8, just because of he could be a higher quality build, but for look, the look kind of makes up for it. And if you wanted, you could just keep attaching poles, and you could have him as a towering prop. It would look a little bit odd, like the proportions would be a little bit off, but if you could get him in the right pose, it would look pretty cool as like a 7 or 8 foot towering vampire, because we really don't see vampire props, let alone towering vampire props. So to see that would be really cool. But with that being said, I'm going to end this review here. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what you think of this prop as well as this review. And remember, keep haunting my Reaper army, and I will catch you in the next one.